Lights, camera, traction?
Nope. Take it again.
Lights, camera, traction.
It's not really fixing the problem I had with it, but go. Yes, let's move
Joe
on.
Danger 2, the movie. I'm Ryan Davis, Jeff Gershman joining me today for this look at Hello Games' crazy racing platforming sequel, Joe Danger 2, the movie. I'm going to press any button to start.
Including that one.
That's the one I chose.
Here it just says Joe Danger the movie, but elsewhere it says Joe Danger 2.
Yeah, everywhere else it says Joe Danger 2, so...
Places where it might be confused with the original Joe Danger, or people might wonder which one is the new one.
Yes.
They have inserted the 2.
Yeah. So this is available, this came out a couple weeks ago on Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah.
Gosh, where to start here? There's just a ton of... Like the original Joe Danger, there's kind of a ton of different ways you can get at this.
Yeah.
And, you know, as the name suggests with the movie subtitle, it's structured into a series of events that are themed for specific movies.
Dr. Snow.
So Dr. Snow, which means something else that I think they think it means.
Yeah. No, it's...
Joe versus Volcano.
Not the volcano.
Timed Cop.
You were the bad guy from Timed Cop.
So on and so forth. Where should I start here?
Start at the start.
Yeah. Is that the movie mode here? So
yeah,
the movie mode is the main gameplay mode where you will go through a series of these they're race courses,
yeah,
but it's also as much about item collection and doing stunts.
Yeah. Well, get in there and do some stunts.
I guess I'll start at the beginning. Start at the start. Give you a basic idea if you didn't play the original Joe Danger. If you did play the original Joe Danger, they've made some kind of design decision changes with the sequel here, seemingly focusing more on the kind of platforming elements of it. And as you can see right off the bat, I am not driving a BMX bike or a motocross bike.
Right.
Oh, but I'm doing flips. Oh, I'm doing
all right.
spins.
I'm missing all those stars.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh! There we go. I did not hold A like it told me to.
Yeah, that's your nitrous boost is on the A button there, right?
Yes. And
you get more for doing stunts and stuff.
And there's also, I find, compared to the first game, a lot more prompts for like, hey, you should be doing this. That's not great. As you can see.
No, well, you also didn't hit it off the line.
Right.
You
well, I wasn't
trying.
I wasn't. Well, even just the score stuff. You can see my friend's leaderboard here.
Yeah.
I could be doing significantly better.
Yeah.
But so it's.
I
am
blowing you away by a factor of 10, and even that is not very good. Apparently,
it's one of those things where just getting through a level isn't very tough.
Right.
It's completing all of the little things that you need to complete to.
Yeah.
To get because you earn stars by completing these objectives within each level, and then you'll come upon levels. I don't think I have any here. Let's find where I have. So here's one where I need 4 stars.
Right.
And you actually have to cash these in.
Yeah.
So
these you have 10 right now.
These you would actually expend. So we'll jump ahead here to dodge the boulders. Here in
yeah, hit it.
Dr. Snow. This doesn't cost me that many. I have that many. Good. Let's go.
So there's a star here you can earn for doing 100% combo through the whole level.
So now I'm using the left analog stick to switch between these track points.
Yeah.
And you can hear him calling out when I need to do that. Still pretty simple.
Oh. Yeah, well, it's still simple, but also, I mean...
But the other objective of doing tricks the entire time, I did not do that.
Right.
That would make it a lot more difficult.
Definitely.
And also, anytime that you bail in this, you have to start from the last checkpoint, and the checkpointing, very deliberately, can be a little spread out.
Well, most of these levels are so short that, and some of the challenges are so specific that starting from a checkpoint is not really viable.
Right,
It's not. You want to start all the way over.
Yeah, if you're aiming for a specific objective and you fuck up on one of the checkpoints or anywhere in the track, you're probably going to want to start from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Cue the tape.
It's Trackmania-esque in that way. Yeah, there are checkpoints, but look.
But if you're really trying for it here,
Yeah.
And we haven't seen too much of the
Missiles.
some trick stuff. You can see that like there's a jetpack.
What?
The jetpack stuff is tough.
All right, you need to show me the jetpack stuff.
Okay.
So I have not seen any of that. I played like the first 2 or 3 levels, and it just kind of seemed like Joe Danger, but without a motorcycle.
Yeah, and you know the different things that you drive or ride in, your different means of transpo, definitely have a big impact on how things handle.
Yeah.
I believe to get to the...
There's one in Act 2. There was a jetpack level there.
Is there?
Grab a jetpack, I assume, involves a jetpack. Dude, right there.
Okay, yeah, this is a jetpack level. Okay. I was also going to show, so you'll also unlock, there's kind of a little side, deleted scenes section.
Yeah.
Where the difficulty goes way up. So, let's use the left stick. Okay. Alright, no, that's not where I want to go. Up here. Like these letters. Stars.
Yeah.
So you can see there's that thrusting number at the bottom every
Yeah.
time I use the thing. You want that number to be low because that will negatively impact your score by the end. So
you want kind of a light touch on the thrust?
Yeah, yeah. You want to try and use the environment to get you where you're going as much as possible.
So you can use the stomp here to do that, right? Like on some of these pads, like if you stomp on it, you'll bounce higher. Is that how that works?
Yeah, yeah. And that will impact your that N. You see, as I am just jetting up there, that number's going up.
Right.
And yeah, I can use the butt stomp with the X button to get a little more bounce without having to use... Oh. There we go. Almost. A little more there. I'm not going to get that anyway, so...
Got that one, though.
And there's also a time penalty.
Oh, for taking too long to...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay.
So that's how the jetpack works. Completely different from anything else.
That's cool.
In Joe Danger.
Good.
So like,
glad to see there's something.
That's kind of like the fundamental thing here is all these different vehicles, all your different levels the feel can vary pretty wildly just based on what.
But it doesn't
driving.
necessarily. I mean, the skis don't necessarily feel that different from the mine cart, and they all kind of feel like the motorcycle, right? I mean, it's not. I mean, slight differences on the speed at which you can flip or something, but the control-wise, it's pretty much.
Yeah, the basic, the very fundamental. So this is the deleted scenes. Let me just run through some of these other things just real quick so we can exit the game.
Okay, all right.
One feature.
Hot door.
So your achievements, choose your costume. So as you play, you can unlock different costumes for Joe. Mm-hmm. So this is just like whatever the level appropriate costume is. That's what you'll wear. So whatever the scene calls for. Or I can dress up like a bear, or this general gentleman, or this ringmaster, this safari guy, and I believe you can buy some costumes as well.
They're selling the monkeys separately.
But I will not do that.
Is that their hilarious joke?
That monkey there. Looks like...
Like, oh yeah, you want to be a monkey on a motorcycle? Yeah, I bet you do. Everyone does.
200 points.
That looks like it's all Avatar stuff.
This does look like it's all Avatar stuff. Anyway. So, some little things like that. Movie Maker, so you can...
Make your own levels.
Yep, create levels, and then you can also, I believe, share performances.
Okay, yeah.
Multiplayer, and then so deleted scenes, that's what I was talking about before. Oh, this stuff gets real gnarly. Let's see, did I finish up the Cupcake Cup ones? Yeah, I've done those. I have not gotten everything out of those that I can, but these are at least new, so... Oh, this one. So, in addition to just finishing levels and, you know, completing the, Oh. Up here. Oh. Oh. Physics.
Oh.
No, missed it. Yeah. So there are levels where you'll have these silos that you have to hit to disable, and there's a timer on them, and it gets real hairy real fast. These are a lot harder than your standard Joe Danger levels.
Yeah.
And very deliberately so. All right, I'm not gonna keep flailing against that one. Let's just let's move ahead.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see what's up in Timed Cop.
So there's a PlayStation 3 version of this coming.
There is, and I understand relatively soon, and they're saying that there's going to be like 10 hours of new content. And from talking to the Hello Games guys... it sounds like that's going to be a lot more like straight-up motorcycle stuff.
Ah, interesting.
So you'll see these little areas here where I have to... hit the X button to either jump or... Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, so it would seem like that the PS3 version would probably be the one to get, assuming it's functional and all that stuff, which it probably is.
Also assuming that none of this stuff is going to... Let me just... You can also hit the select button at any time to just reset yourself completely.
Yeah.
So...
yeah.
Assuming that this stuff does not roll back into the 360 version.
Right, yeah. Have they said anything about that?
They have not.
Because that seems like...
To me, because, yeah, if that's the case, then...
That's kind of messed up to release this, obviously if you only own one platform, hey, you get what you get, but as a multi-platform owner, if I had bought this one and then heard, like, oh, by the way, the one you want to get's coming out in a few weeks, that'd be kind of screwed up.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But I don't know if that's the case one way or the other.
Yeah,
they have not said whether they
see.
will be releasing that stuff for the 360, which I think they should. That would just be the decent thing to do, considering if there had been 6 months or something between the releases,
and they're like, hey, this is the director's cut,
and
which is kind of what they did last time around with.
Right, but that was a huge,
huge gap.
A huge gap between the 360 or between the PS3 and 360 versions releasing. So that was something you could kind of deal with. Oh,
jump, jump, jump. So you can only switch lanes in those lane switch areas. You can't just hit up and down at any point and go.
hey, I did it.
Hey, you did it.
I like the levels when it focuses more on the racing. There are some that get a lot more platformy.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot more kind of moving forward and then going up through a structure and having to kind of backtrack,
Right.
not a huge amount, but a little bit.
Yeah.
And I like this game when it maintains its momentum. So when
I like the trick aspect of it. When you get right down to it, this game is pretty much the spiritual successor to Motocross Maniacs on the Game Boy, which is a fantastic, all-time great Hall of Fame kind of game.
So I'm just trying to figure out. I haven't really been able to peg it. I really loved Joe Danger, the original, and for whatever reason, this one's just not doing it for me on the same level.
Yeah. Well, I liked Joe Danger and enjoyed playing it, but definitely didn't play 100% of what was available on either version of the game. I felt like I got to a point where I was like, that's, that is probably enough Joe Danger. It's enjoyable, but I didn't necessarily feel the need to go 100% everything or see every single level and all that sort of stuff. And I feel like this is pretty similar to the first game in most of the ways that matter. And I don't know that I necessarily need a whole bunch more Joe Danger in my life,
For me, the difference has been there's a little bit of a design decision difference.
So the way the levels are,
as far as level design and things like that. It is very fundamentally a pretty similar experience, but it's got a fun tone to it. I've always liked the music. The trick stuff feels good to do.
Yeah.
It's right bumper, left bumper, and spins are basically what you're using for that.
And then, wheelies on the ground and stuff to earn more turbo.
Yeah, so the real challenge with that stuff is trying to keep a trick combo going the entire time.
Right.
Which you chain together by doing wheelies and at the same time having to deal with the the environment. I'm curious to see this mocap level. This should be fun.
Ready. Lights. Camera. Action. Woo!
So you go do a little trick.
Trick.
Do another trick.
Trick. Oh yeah. Trick. Oh boy.
Bust out that Superman.
Oh, and nope.
Trick. Yeah.
Oh.
Got it.
Not enough tricks.
Not quite.
Not enough of the right tricks.
But I did unlock the next thing. So that's the thing is it's easy enough to just kind of keep moving forward and unlock new levels and see stuff. But at a certain point, you're going to need to really hunker down and get good at these.
Right.
And the Friends leaderboard stuff is a great, effective way to kind of see, how other people are doing. And at least on my friends list, which is full of people who play games and are very good at games, it's a nice metric to kind of measure against there.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
do a little more here, but
You get the idea.
you get the idea of Joe Danger.
Is the multiplayer offline or is there online? Do you know?
I don't. Let's maybe we'll poke at that. Maybe I'll quit out of this and do that instead. Let's see, is there other stuff here that ghosts? Ghosts are on.
Yeah, always. Get your leaderboard ghosts going.
Yeah, it's catchy shit, man. Let's see what the MP is all about.
Camera. Action. This is multiplayer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go on.
Whoever has the most points
Yeah.
wins.
That's very deep.
First across the line gives you points.
Really? Wow. Thank you for spreading that information out
Line gives you
and giving me several seconds to take it all in.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You
Points?
get points in multiplayer.
You're gonna love it.
Oh, yeah.
Drive fast.
You're gonna love it.
Watch out for snakes.
Snakes?
Yes, that's all local.
Okay. But there is the ghost stuff.
Yeah.
That shows up in the single player stuff. So there's what? There's 5 stages per. You've got
6 movies.
6 movies. Yeah, that's a decent amount of content that you're getting for your money. So it's I'd be curious to see if you are a multi-platform player and if that's an option for you. You know, maybe wait and see what they have to say about the PS3 version and if stuff's going to roll back into this one before you make that call. But I still think on its own this is fine. It's a question of whether
how much of the original Joe Danger you played, and if you're kind of
how much more Joe Danger you need in your life. If you haven't played Joe Danger before, I still think this is a fun game.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see at a certain point kind of wearing out on what it is Joe Danger has to offer. So
this one does seem like it is more about. I mean, each level seems like it has slightly different objectives. Where the first game was very much like collect all the letters. There's a star goal.
To the game's credit, it does mix up what you need to do per level a lot more. The other ones, there was a handful of objectives that kind of had to do across every level.
Yeah,
and that never changed. There are still kind of the staple things, collecting letters, and collecting stars,
but
things
it's
like that.
Not necessarily in every single level.
But it's not the focus of every single level. And it's not necessarily in every single level.
Yeah.
So, Joe Danger 2 the movies. Joe Danger 2 the movie. Available now on Xbox Live Arcade, and I'm told coming soon for PlayStation Network. Jeff Gerstmann, thanks for taking this ride with me.
Lights, camera, traction, indeed.
See?
I've come around on it.
All right.